Hi, I'm Mike from Comprehensive Grants Management. Today I want to talk to you a little bit more about radon in the house. And today I'm going to just give a quick overview about the testing and mitigation steps that you might be looking at should you decide to take on any testing and mitigation for radon in your house or in any housing developments that you may be managing. The testing process is fairly non-intrusive, and it won't be disruptive to your housing operations or to your regular patterns of life. The testing process is carried out by placing test kits in different rooms inside of a house. Now, the places you will put these test kits will be areas that are lived in for at least 4 hours a day. So this automatically removes areas like bathrooms, washrooms, closets, areas that do not receive regular presence from people breathing in the air. Another thing you're going to want to make sure look for in your testing is to make sure your test kits are placed in areas that receive good airflow and are not in areas of either excess airflow, like in front of a vent or an air handler unit, or areas that are restricted airflow, such as behind some physical obstructions. So once you have these test kits placed in your housing area in a living space, you're going to have these test kits placed for either a short-term duration or a long-term duration. The short-term duration for your test is going to be from 2 to 90 days. Your long-term tests will be over 91 days. The long-term tests will definitely give you a better overall year-round average of the radon levels in that particular living space. These test kits will need to be adherent to American National Standards Institute and the American Association of Radon Technicians and Scientists. So that's the ANSI and AARST. They will need to follow those standards. However, since you are using a credentialed radon professional, your credentialed radon professional is probably using some kits that do meet these standards. If elevated radon has been identified in some of your living spaces and you pursue a mitigation process, the most common thing you may be looking at will be what's called a sub-slab depressurization system. This also is a fairly simple and non-intrusive modification that will be made. The steps that will be included in this process, the first thing you'll do is to drill a hole in your slab in your basement, and this is going to be exposed directly to the soil. Underneath this hole there will be a collection pit or reservoir where the gases will collect, and from this hole PVC piping will be routed and connected to fans. These fans will pull air and gas through this floor vent, and the piping will be continued either through a wall or through the ceiling and released outside the building into the open air so that radon does not collect or pool in your basement or in any of the rooms, and it is routed directly to the outside world where the winds will take it wherever it may, and your risk of respiratory ailments due to radon have been avoided or at least decreased. So these are the steps you'll be looking at if you do pursue testing and mitigation for radon. It's fairly simple, it's fairly non-intrusive, and it's definitely something that should be pursued so as to maximize the safety of your housing.